Bilal the Ethiopian, if you remember him, he used to be ordered to call for the prayer. He used to be ordered to do everything. Muhammad, he promised him heaven, but he never gave him a freedom. Muhammad is a slave owner of a black people. He have slave girls and slave boys and slave men. And not only that, Bilal always begged for his freedom. Bilal, he came to Abu Bakr and he said to him, if you bought me for the sake of Allah, then release me for the sake of Allah. If you bought me for the sake of yourself, then keep me for the sake of yourself. Poor guy, begging for his freedom. Muhammad died, never gave him freedom. Abu Bakr died, everybody died. All the white Arab men, they are sleeping in their bed, and the poor black person Bilal, who is a Muslim now, he is just a servant, a slave. Which means even you can be a Muslim, just because you are black, you are still going to die as a slave. This is Bilal begging for his freedom. He said, Abu Bakr, if you have bought me for yourself, then keep me for yourself. But if you have bought me for Allah's sake, then leave me for Allah's sake. That is the story of a black African. And not to forget to mention that Allah curse you and he make you black if you do something wrong. So Muhammad here is telling the story about a person who accused his wife lying that she is doing something wrong. And then Muhammad, he wished him that he will have a black son as a penalty from Allah. So Allah make him black, his child. Why? Because he accused his wife of doing something wrong. Muhammad, he made it clear that the most person who Allah he hate is a black man. You will see here it says, the most hateful among the creation of Allah is one black man. Who? Black man. The most person Allah he hate. Who is that person? He is the devil. He will come as a man and he will lead those who they are Muhammad, he don't agree with them. They call them Khawarij. He's not a white man. Who is the one who is going to destroy the Kaaba? A black man. A black man who is an Ethiopian. He is going to destroy the Kaaba. As you see, he is the one who will destroy the Kaaba. He is an Ethiopian African, a black man, who is going to be the devil, who is going to destroy the Kaaba. You see him? Even Muhammad, he called black people raising head. The Arab, they forced their black slaves to go and die in the war. And they made them even leader of a groups because they are very good they have a good building, I mean body, and they are good in fighting. So only in the wartime they make them a leader of a group. After that they are back home to wash your dishes. Actually, in case you do not know, there's a revolution, and let me find it for you online. It's called Revolution of the Zanj. Zanj is a word mean Negro. Alright, we found for you some information here. You can go and read about it, even from like normal website, which but I advise you to search more. It's called the Zanj Rebellion. What is the Zanj Rebellion? Muslims were capturing black slaves from around Africa, bring them as slaves for them all over the Caliphate land. And they became so big in number to the point they outnumbered the white Arab man. So they made a revolutionary, and if you go and read about it, you will see that those Zanj, as they called them at that time, the Muslims, a huge land, there was no white people in it, except black people, who they are working as slaves, sex slaves, farmer slaves, all kinds of slaves. And their population becomes so big to the point like every white man, he have like 200 black men, and their family for sure, and their children. So the population became so big in Iraq to the point the black people, they make revolution seeking their freedom, and they took over big portion of Iraq, and then they killed them all. What happened to the black people in Iraq? As long there was slaves at that time, and they are huge in number, how come they disappear? They killed them all. You can search it, you can study it, and not to forget to mention that every single African American brought to America, I mean talking about the grandfather, captured by the Arab Muslims in North Africa, sold to the white man in Europe, and then sent all the way to America. This is the truth.